I owe my patrons a trip to the Orangerie, and I'm curious why we call it the Orangerie, l'Orangerie. It's not a unique concept. Like, there's a whole bunch of them in France. We'll ask, because we're going to meet up with Amber, but I also owe 3 patrons photos for Print Club. It's a quarterly thing. This is a new idea, doing it the way that I'm doing it right now, and I'm out of paper. All right, looks like we're okay. Okay, no, I'm no longer out of paper. You can actually hear the printer working down here because I had to test it because I was worried it was gonna jam. I need to get 3 prints done today so we can get those out before we start all over again for the next quarter. But we'll be a little bit less rushed next time. And I thought I'd print one of these from the party the other night. I'll give this to Molly. I have a feeling that she'll like it. We're not just gonna go meet Amber, but we're gonna go meet her to test out the Paris passport at one of my favorite coffee shops in Paris, which I'm going to be able to say like 5 times as we go. Let's go get coffee and some prints and see what an orangerie is. This is where we're headed, but coffee first. And also, this is the spot. One of the photos that I want to take is right here. I was hoping for the greenery. It's going to be good. I see her. All right, ready?
Yeah.
You can see if it works. Hi. Good, how are you? On est là pour les essayer, quoi. T'as vu?
Le passeport?
Oui. Tu l'as déjà vu?
Non, je l'ai même pas vu, mais il y a quelqu'un qui est venu avec. There's like one
voilà.
person that came with. I saw the stickers with Monet.
T'aimes bien?
Ouais, j'aime bien, mais j'ai même pas vu, je t'avoue. Ça me donne, trop bien, ouais, génial.
C'est vraiment un honneur, tu vois. Ouais, comme ils français et tout, bah, on est là pour les essayer, voilà. Salut, ça va? Yeah, on the right page, ideally. Moi, je prends un café filtre. Proof. They gave me 2 forks. How was that in the end?
So good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
They work out?
So good. Yeah.
It's really exciting. They're so nice. Bon appetit. Merci. Oh man, see, I'm on the hunt today. I knew there was a photo near here. There's still the one that I want to get at the Louvre. I have to get 3 photos today and print them. I don't know why I decided to include Amber directly in this part, but we're going to print this while we have coffee.
Connect with
Just over Bluetooth. It's really simple. This is what we were printing the passport photos with at the party.
Well, I saw you buying it.
Yeah, it does a good job. And then I can just carry this around with me and on the spot do this and just like.
And so why are you printing this now?
Because I have a print club on my Patreon. I send them prints every quarter.
Yeah.
And what we used to do is we would do those photo prints alongside like the same stuff we did for postcards. I have a postcard club as well.
Yeah.
So we just print them kind of in mass and send them. And then realize, why don't I only have a handful of patrons in that arena, and it's way more fun to just like make them as like cool. All right, it's a race.
Go. I'm running.
It's a race. Okay, here's the thing. There are 2 more photos that I had planned, and one of them is basically right here. Well, I mean, not right where I am, basically where you are. Hold on. She doesn't know that I beat her here. Oh, she basically, I guess technically she beats me. See how long it takes her to find me. Thought she saw me. It's not happening. Amber. I sent her a photo. We'll see if it helps. Oh, she got it. Where's she going? What is this? All right, I snagged it. I'm gonna get out of bike traffic, and then I guess this door is locked, is why she didn't stop walking. So let's see if we can catch up to her. These photos, by the way, are for Patricia Shearhart, Gloria Nappi, and James Womble. The last 2 just joined recently, so they're getting in just by the skin of their teeth. We'll keep popping out these photos as we go, but for now, it's time to finally get into the Orangerie, which is what my patrons voted on, and Amber's just hanging out here, waiting for me to show up. If there's another museum you'd like to go, we're gonna like vote on all the museums in Paris over time, so if there's one in particular you'd really like me to visit with Amber, the world's best tour guide, then you should go to Patreon and vote.
Hiya.
Hi, I found you. I haven't not been to the Orangerie in a long time. Wow, look at this line. We don't have to wait in this line. Why do we not have to wait in this line, Amber?
Because you're with me.
Aye. I haven't been here since before COVID. What, is it changed? I mean, I do not recognize this at all.
Oh. No, it's not changed.
It's not changed, okay. It's just me that's changed.
They've changed the collection downstairs quite a lot. That moves around. It's very, very mobile. Just like the Musée d'Orsay. Upstairs is not changed, but they are really strict about talking. Like they're really trying to make it a
So
kind
before
of
we go
quiet
in,
space.
I was going to ask you, why do we call this the Orangerie?
All of the orangeries are the same. They're basically greenhouses, which are like part of big noble buildings like at Versailles and loads of other places. And it's just that France is cold. If you want to have like orange juice or like, you know, citrusy type stuff before trains were bringing it up from Spain, that's it really.
Was this actually the Orangerie for the Louvre when it was a palace?
For the Tuileries, yeah.
For the Tuileries Palace, of course. I always forget about it just because it doesn't exist anymore.
Absolutely.
So we're going in and being quiet? Is that the thing?
Well, we can talk quietly, but
Okay.
yeah. So Monet worked on this at the end of his life, and it was his life, sort of culmination of his life's work. And it's Clemenceau, the Prime Minister, who wanted him to donate it to the state, and actually got offers to sell it privately, but he didn't want to. So he always knew it would be his life's work, and he said, I won't give it to you until after I'm dead. He was never going to deliver it before he was alive. He chose this site, and you know, Monet is all about light, so it's on an east-west axis. So, you know, this is the east where the sun rises, and this, like you have rightly pointed out, is the west where the sun sets. So we see that reflected in the work. But what I find fascinating about the work is that while it is incredibly thick paint, as Monet liked to paint, and of course at the end of his life he was going blind, there are still parts which are unpainted. And I don't know, I mean, maybe I'm reading into it, but you know, the psychology of it is very interesting. Like, how do you finish your life's work? Something that you know you're going to deliver after you're dead. You can't finish it, can you? You may as well put a full stop and sort of hurl yourself off the nearest bridge. So I kind of feel he deliberately never finished it. You know, it's something that it's basically finished. But, you know, there's a little bit left undone, so it's very meaningful.
I like that. It's outside. Look at that line we'd be standing in if it wasn't for Amber.
You're welcome.
This has been another episode, a successful episode of Museums with Amber. All right, one last photo. The photo on that side was ruined by a tree. I have an idea from up here. Oh, we're getting closer. Yeah, here we go. This is what I was looking for, right? Yeah. Dude, I'm not gonna lie. This little printer is just so cool. Like the literal definition of a mobile printer right here. Going to Museums with Amber is one of the most inspiring things for me. I always walk away feeling a little bit overwhelmed, but mostly joyful. I always learn something about art as a whole and myself. Like I walked away from our time with the water lilies today appreciating Monet more than I have. If you may know that I've struggled with Monet and I've slowly grown in my appreciation of him, but today I think I might love Monet now. This is done now printing. Thanks to all my patrons. Thanks to you for watching. Make sure to stick around for more of this nonsense. I think these turned out really great. Catch you tomorrow for more. Dude, I got to get all my stamps in my passport. Let's go.